So as we continue today in Jesus' ministry, the beginning of Jesus' ministry, we hear the first test from the scribes and Pharisees. The first time Jesus is starting to regain some kind of prominence in his life and his ministry, and the Pharisees want to kind of test him, What side of the fence are you on? Are you on a laxical side, or with the Sadducees, or are you more on a ascetical side, like the Pharisees were, that fasted a lot? They fasted a lot for the atonement of sins and for different things like we would similarly do today. And the way Jesus answers is very interesting because it shows his divinity firstly, but it also shows that his disciples had just been called. They were just newly fresh on the path. Now yesterday we heard that Jesus said, or that Luke said that they had followed him and left everything. That's the thing about discipleship, though, is that we, in our own discipleship, we're on a journey. It's not just something we do and we say, I'm going to be a disciple of Christ, and everything goes well and goes right. No, there has to be some kind of graduality. In seminary, we call this the principle of graduality, meaning we're on a path to holiness. It's not all figured out right in 1 second, one snap. We don't just make a decision and then ultimately live by that decision throughout our whole entire lives. It's a process. It takes time. It doesn't come naturally. One of the things I love to do in my spare time is watch movies. I love watching movies. It's one of my favorite things. And I watch movies, the same movies, over and over and over again because, firstly, I like the movies, but secondly, because I'm in a different place in my life whenever I watch a movie again. And being in a different place, I have different experiences. Hopefully I have more wisdom than I did before I watched it. But I can pick out different things in a movie. I pick out certain things that I didn't see before, certain things that weren't there before. In the same way with Scripture, we pick out different things when we read Scripture over and over again, the same patches over and over again. That's Lectio Divina. We're able to gain more wisdom throughout our time, throughout our experience. And so let us continue to gain wisdom, continue to forgive ourselves in some ways when we say that we're not all the way there, but we're striving for holiness. If we don't strive for holiness, if we don't continue to be better people throughout our lives, if we don't forgive ourselves or have leeway with ourselves, then we ultimately end up in self-despair. And that's not a good position to be in. We need to be like new wineskins, so that when we are new wineskins, then we won't just burst automatically like the old wineskins. We need to have room to stretch ourselves. That's what new wineskins do.